Welcome to Layn HyreCar University, y'all. I have some really great secret news for you guys. This is definitely a secret hack on how to actually increase your income with HyreCar, but it's a bit unorthodox. Consider this. Consider reviewing and researching HyreCar's investor relations. What that is, just in case for those that don't know what investor relations is, it's a section in the HyreCar website, and a lot of companies have this as well, especially when they're traded publicly. HyreCar is actually publicly traded on the stock exchange under a NASDAQ under a stock ticker HYRE. Basically think of the stock ticker as a fingerprint for that company. If you type in HYRE in Google, if you type it in on, if you invest in stocks on a retail brokerage account, it'll pull their stock information up. You can actually purchase it at that time. And again, I'm not mentioning and I'm not stating that you should or endorsing that you should buy HyreCar stock or sell HyreCar stock or invest or not invest. What I'm simply saying is that the link below that I left is directly to HyreCar's investor relations. It's absolutely free to you. You don't have to pay anything for it. It allows you to monitor the stock growth and allows you to monitor what they're going through. The quarterlies, Q1, companies have 4 quarters and they usually file Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4s. You can see all the quarters with investor relations, and that way you're able to actually understand what the company has to offer, what they basically are going through, if they're a good choice for you, and basically allows you to actually get to the point where you become a more savvy investor if you decide to actually invest in HyreCar. Not saying you should, but saying you should understand what's going on with the company internally, because you're not at the board meetings and everything, you're not the CEO, but it's a great way to get insight into the company's health and trajectory of growth if you actually learn to actually use the link I left below, the investor relations tab, so that way you can learn about the company and see if they're doing good, if they're doing bad, and make a better decision if you're thinking about joining HyreCar, or making a better decision if you're already on HyreCar, if you're going to stay or if you're going to leave, or if you're whatever the case is, if we're going to expand, add more cars to your fleet. You might want to check the company's health. Huge advantage. You can actually do that for free at the link below I left below. If you want to go even deeper, you could definitely purchase HyreCar shares because, like I said, they are traded publicly on a NASDAQ. But again, I'm not telling you to do that or not to do that, but that might give you a more insight approach, and you actually invest in a company if you believe in it. And as they grow, you grow with them, and as they lose, you lose with them. So that's, you always want to do your due diligence and make sure you're ready to gain or lose when you invest in the stock, because it can be volatile. But like, again, you don't have to purchase that. I left a free link below just to monitor them directly from HyreCar. But if you want to purchase the stock, you definitely can. It's just another hack and unorthodox way of understanding a company's intrinsic value, meaning the internal value of the company, and also understanding if the company is going somewhere, if you should add more cars to the fleet, if you should grow with them, etc., etc. That's about it, people. I'm gonna share my screen. Follow me through. Like, subscribe, share. Conrad Layn out. Peace. Follow me through the next screen. Thank you for following me through. This is HyreCar's investor relations. This is the direct page. I left a link below as well. And the reason I'm stating and showing this actual page, and I'm going to actually share my screen with you, is that HyreCar, I do believe in the trajectory of growth in HyreCar. But I think as a HyreCar renter, you have an advantage if you at least go to the direct investor relations and check out how the company's doing. Looking at their news media, looking at what they're doing, where their stocks currently at. They're also traded on the stock exchange publicly. Stock ticker is HYRE. Stock ticker is the way you will find a company publicly if you want to invest and buy a stock. Think of it kind of like a fingerprint for a company. HYRE. They're currently at $6.99. And yeah, here's some of the news releases. This is something I would highly recommend. I'm not saying you have to go and actually buy a share of HyreCar unless you want to, and I'm not endorsing that you should or shouldn't. I'm simply stating and sharing that this is a great way to actually figure out what's going on internally in a company, so you can be up to date on different policy changes, on situations, on anything that's going on with the company internally that might affect your business. It's just good to have a more streamlined approach and a more transparent approach by doing this. And if you really want to go deep, you can actually go ahead and buy a stock or buy a share of HyreCar as well. With a retail brokerage, you could go through a bank usually, or you go through, like, say, companies like TD Ameritrade. There's a lot of different companies that you can actually go through. But again, I'm not telling you to invest or not invest. I'm simply sharing that this is a very good way. The link below to check out the investor relations. You can check out their quarterlies, Q2, that means quarter two. There's 4 quarters, there's Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. You look at how well they're doing, etc. And for those that are new to looking at investments, you want to consider something called the 10K. I left a definition below what a 10K is. It basically, long story short, it just allows you to see the health of the company, seeing what's going on. If they're over leveraged, meaning if they have a lot of loans, if they owe money, if they're making money, if they have a good ROI, meaning return on investment. You just are able to see a lot more with the 10K. So I would really highly encourage just educating yourself. If you're already a HyreCar owner, or if you're thinking about becoming a HyreCar owner, this is a great way to see publicly how they're doing and to figure out if you actually want to be a part of HyreCar, and also so that you're not caught off guard. This is basically Layn HyreCar University. Just taught you guys 101 on how to review basically a stock and also how to review a company. But again, I'm not endorsing you and not telling you to pay for a stock or pay any money or invest or not invest. Just simply how to actually see it, to check the health of a company. And that's how you do it. People like, subscribe, share. I love you guys. Follow the link below if you want to learn more about investor relations with HyreCar. Like, subscribe, share. Conrad out. Peace.